People are always asking me, when did your targeting start? And I have no idea. I don't know. And that's the crazy thing about this program is there's just a lot of unanswered and unanswerable questions, and people won't give any answers. They might give clues or something, maybe, but like, I don't know. I have no idea when it started. I don't know if it's been my entire life since birth. I don't know if it's because of something I posted on Facebook. I don't know if it's because I pissed someone off and they did some petty thing where they sold me out to this program, or I don't know. I don't know when it started or where it started or how it started or what's going on or why they're targeting me, or if I'm just a guinea pig that they just randomly selected out of a hat, or if they target you at birth based on your bloodline or based on your uh like your personality or whatever. Like, I don't know if they target people who are rebellious or what. Like, I don't know why I got targeted. I don't know why I'm targeted or when I got targeted or how or who did it or any of that. I have no idea. I don't know why, and I don't know who's responsible, and I don't know what is going on. I don't know. Don't know, man. I know that it's been going on for at least like 10 years or so. Something like that. I know that. I know that it's been happening for a while. Like, there's been people. Maybe it wasn't like this before. I don't know. Maybe it was, but I just didn't notice it because I didn't know gang stalking was a thing and they did synchronize things. I just didn't notice it because I was in my own world. Like, like I see someone walking a dog by me, I'm just like, it's a guy with a dog. Like, I didn't know that it was a guy with a dog stalking me at the time. Maybe this has been happening like this, like it is now, for a long time, and I just didn't notice it because I didn't have the eyes to see it. Or maybe they made it more overt at some point. Or I don't know. But I do know there's certain moments where, like, there was people gang stalking me. Like one person were acting weird, and they were gang stalking me. Looking back, like that guy in the park in Colorado that I've talked about before, who like walked up to me and asked me all these questions, and then like went over and talked to these cops right after. And then like this other guy, after I moved back here, he pulled up in a car and then walked up on the sidewalk and scraped his shoe on the sidewalk in front of me while he stared right at me, and then got back in his truck and took off again. Like, I know he was a gang stalker looking back, but I don't know how long I've been gang stalked or how overt it was or any of that. I don't know. I don't know. It's just kind of a mind fuck. And they just do this, like, without telling you that they're doing it. Like, they just start doing it before you figure it out, you know? So, like, I have no idea if they just started doing it at some point, or if it's been my entire life. If people were gang stalking me when I was a child. I don't know, man. It's really crazy. But I just don't know, though. I don't know. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck, or is it stalking you? Haha. That was not clever. Like, I have no idea, man. Like, I just have all these questions, and I have no idea, and I have no idea what's going on with people and why they're stalkers either. I have no idea about that either. And it kind of like, it's kind of like irritating, you know? Like, just tell me why. Just tell me when it started and why, you know? They can't tell you anything. You're waiting on my mom to tell you? She might know, I don't know. Yeah, it might be that I'm not the Satan seed. It might be that. It might be something that I posted on Facebook that was like, fuck the government. It might be when I started talking about adrenochrome. It might be when I posted about 9/11 predictive programming. It might be when I just pissed some random person off, and then they went to the dark web and put me on a target list or something. I don't know. Yeah, but different people are probably targeted for different reasons, though. There's probably a bunch of different reasons that people get targeted. Like, people say that they're targeted after like, when they're a whistleblower, they say that they get targeted after they start whistleblowing. So, like, probably some people are targeted because they're whistleblowers. Some people are targeted from birth. Some people are targeted just because they're a guinea pig that's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't don't know if you can hear that truck engine right there. He's syncing up with me taking a drink of water. Do I talk to things that aren't there? Where? Like, I'm gonna look out my window right now, and there's be people out there, and I don't know why, though. I still don't know why. And I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't know why it's gonna happen. And I don't know why there's a white truck right now. I don't know why there's multiple white cars out there right now, and then it syncs with a red car. I don't know why that just happened. I don't know why this loud engine sound is going off out there, but it's because I'm looking out my window. I know that. That's about all I know. That's about all I know. Meow at them? They're really far away from me. They can't even hear me anyway. This is like a really fucked up thing that like all of us targets, like we don't know a lot of stuff. Like we don't know what's happening. Might have an idea what's happening, but we don't know the full story of what's happening and why and what the fuck. Why? I don't know. Do you know? 'Cause I don't know. This engine sound keeps syncing up. He's synced up with a white truck. And there's a bunch of other bots driving around out here. And then this white van syncs up with this white SUV. And then the doors on the white truck are opening at the same time. That parked in the parking lot. And then there's another white car in the background. And then the white van is driving by me. And then the machine outside my apartment turns off when he drives by me. And then he's backing up again. He's gonna park next to me. And then another car is driving out. And then it's syncing with a white car. And then and then it's syncing with another white car. They don't like it that we know so much. Just try to ignore the stupid shit. I don't give them my energy, for they're beneath me. Don't play the game. I'm just talking about how I don't know what's going on. You know, like I'm just alone out here, isolated, surrounded by fake people, and I don't know why and what is going on. It's kind of fucked up. I just need to vent about it. Just need to vent because I'm just isolated, completely isolated, surrounded by people that are trying to sabotage my life. I don't have a job still. I'm still looking for jobs. My rent just went up. The food is going up. Everything's going up. All of the wages stay the same though. But I don't even have a job though. And February is the shortest month of the year. My rent just went up this month. Or next month, whatever. So just need a fucking car so I can get the fuck out of here. That's what I really need. There's another engine sound syncing up with his car turning in the parking lot. Whoa. And there's someone hitting their lock button as another engine sound goes off. And then they're going in the door of a building as these cars are syncing up behind them. And then it's syncing with the white car behind it. And then there's more gang stalkers with the other gang stalkers. And then there's more of them. And then there's more of them. There's a lot. Too many of them. A gang stalk-epidemic. We need a vaccine. ASAP. What do you want me to talk about? They didn't make me get on here and talk about it. I chose to come on here and talk about it. They just had this white car sitting in the middle of the street, and I think he's waiting for another car to drive out or something, but, you know, he's just sitting there in the middle of the street. He is a gang stalker. They're ridiculous, bro. But yeah, this is crazy how I don't know why, I don't know when, I don't know if there's people being forced to do it. Like some of the people in my family look like that, like they're being forced to do it, like they don't want to do it. But then they'll be like mocking me sometimes, but it's like, are they being told to say that? Because like other times they look like they don't want to do it. But then other people, they do look like they want to do it. They love doing it. It's like, what's going on with them, you know? But then like even the ones that look like they don't want to do it, you can't help but getting mad at them sometimes. Even though I try to be nice to those ones, I look at them sometimes and I'm like, just fucking stop doing it then. And it's like, what's going on, you know? Like, what is actually happening? Why? And when did it start? And how did it start? And who started it? You know? It's just a lot of questions with no answers. And it's crazy. Really psychotic. Really psycho. Hello. And people say, I don't know. I just feel like I'm repeating myself. I talk a lot, but I don't know, man. It's just a lot of unanswered questions. This is really fucked up to do to somebody, to do to somebody's mind, to play mind games like that. Especially when they're your own family members playing mind games on you. And like my friend that I've known since kindergarten, who I thought was my friend, but was a gang stalker, and maybe has been a gang stalker since I was 4 years old. Maybe. Or maybe he turned on me at some point, and maybe he was my real friend, but then he turned on me. Or maybe he's always been a fake plant friend. Or maybe he is my real friend, but he was like forced to do it. But I don't think so, because I see him laughing at me and shit after I found out I'm being gang stalked. I see him like laughing at me and mocking me and like gaslighting me and shit. So like, he looks like he enjoys doing it. So maybe he's been like that since kindergarten. I don't know. Maybe my whole family has been like that since I was a baby. I don't know. Maybe they turned on me at some point. Maybe they got replaced with a clone and it's not actually them. Or like, I don't know what's happening. Maybe they're body snatched. I don't know what's happening, but there's a frequency being shot in my ear right now. I don't know why or who's doing it, but that's happening. I don't know why or like what reason. I don't know if they pay them with gift cards to do it or what, but I don't know who it is, but somebody's doing that right now. I don't know why nobody can. I don't know why nobody can like acknowledge that I'm being gang stalked other than all the other TIs, except like privately. they can't like repost my videos or anything. There's like a couple people who like who are like that, but they're like I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with people. I don't know who the real TIs and the fake TIs are. I know some of them. I know that they're fake, for sure. And then there's some of them who like they just like record a white car that's parked there, and they're like, "Look, it's a gang stalker," and like most of their videos are like that. And I'm just like, well, it just looks like a white car though. I didn't see it do a sync thing. Like, yeah, I see white cars everywhere too, but I record them doing sync things. I don't just record a white car in a parking lot and say it's a gang stalker. But like maybe that person is a real TI. And then like I watch another one of their videos and there is sync things happening. I'm like, okay, they are a real TI. But like I don't know who all is fake and who all is real. And I don't know why you would even want to be a fake TI. Just to confuse people, I guess. But yeah, it's just a big mystery. Like, I just wake up every day just like still just like what the fuck is going on? And why is it so like cool and like funny and like what the fuck is wrong with people? Why is it cool to like keep someone from getting a job and just like watch them suffer and then just like laugh at them and throw popcorn at them? Why is that the normal thing to do in this society? Why, dude? And then, like, they just do it, like I said, they just do it to people unknowingly. And there's other TIs out there right now who there's people fucking with them and they don't know that they're a TI. There's people fucking with their lives and sabotaging them. And they don't know what is happening. They don't know why people are just randomly turning on them and stabbing them in the back that they did nothing to. They did nothing to these people that are stabbing them in the back randomly. Just turning around all of a sudden and stabbing them in the back. Or ghosting them or whatever. Like, why is my entire family stabbing me in the back? The answers are found in the Bible. What verse? Which part? It's a big book. I think the answers are in 1984 too. That book. That book seems really relevant when I read it. It's like my one neighbor, like I always hear him making noise through the wall and like laughing synced and shit. But then when I see him out on the street, like, he's stalking me, but, like, he's nice to me, though. Like, he's not, like, one of the ones that's, like, a dick about it. He seems, like, genuinely, like, he's being nice. Like, genuinely. Like, not fake nice. Like, some of them are like that. Like, they like, you know? They look like they don't want to do it when you look them in the eyes. It's just, like, awkward because I can't ask them anything because they're going to gaslight me. So it's just like, all right, see you later, dude. Matthew 10. Let's look it up. What's in Matthew 10? Where's Matthew at? Where the fuck's Matthew at? Yeah, because he's not a stalker, you're the stalker. Well, he keeps stalking me, though, so how is he not? How is he not when he is? Every time that I see him. (34 to 39). Do not think that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword. Hey, that's bars, Jesus. Jesus was gangster. Do not think that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I have come to bring peace. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, and a daughter against her mother. Wait. What? Set a man against father and daughter against her mother, and daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and one's foes will be members of one's own household. Whoever loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And whoever does not take up the cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Those who find their life will lose it, and those who lose their life for my sake will find it. Oh, okay. There's a siren going off right now. Right now. a siren? So that's another unanswered question that I have is there ever a fake, or is there ever a real emergency? Ever? Because every time I hear a siren, it's starting up synced. Or like 98% of the time at least. It's a fire truck now. You have a fire truck tonight? Nice. Nice. I got a fire truck tonight. That's fire. Truck. Well, that was a sync siren again. Just like every time I hear a siren. That's another question I have is there any other TIs around here? Because every time I hear a siren, it's synced on me. So is there any TIs around here? And is there any real emergencies around here? Is everybody a robot and they don't need hospitals? So like every emergency is a fake emergency and I'm just like inside of a movie set? Is that what it is? Or what? Because every time I hear a siren, I'm not exaggerating. And it's a lot of sirens. Like every day. There'll be some days where I don't hear sirens, like rarely ever, but like it's usually at least one, at least like a couple of them per day. But then like when it was cold this winter, there was like a week where I didn't hear any sirens, but then they came back and then they were back every day. Multiple of them per day. And it's every time I hear a siren that it is starting up synced on me. So like, is there actually a fire right now and they just like they were gonna go out soon, but they just turned the siren on right there? Or is there no fire, but they're just driving out and then they're driving back, or they're driving to the other side of town, setting off their siren on another TI before they drive back? Or do they burn a house down to make it look like there's a fire? Or what? Why is it that every siren that I hear every day, which is like 5 of them per day, usually, like 3 to 5 of them per day, maybe more than that, every time it's sinking on me. This environment we're born into is created to take us apart layer by layer until you're confused, frustrated, irritated, and depressed. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Have I ever had eye surgery? No. Why? What's up with the eye surgery? This is really crazy, y'all. And it's just really crazy. And if you're a TI, you know, this is really crazy. And it's really crazy. It's all just really crazy. But it's really crazy that I can't find a job. And it feels like it's deliberate. And that's really crazy. Like, I just walk by this place that has a now hiring sign up still. It's done by AI, yeah. I just heard this guy yelling outside. That was probably done by the AI. They're just always yelling things out there. Like, I don't know if they're actually yelling things, like direct to conversation things or what, but I can't hear what they're saying though. Those like yell things out there. Synced. Or they'll just be like, woo! Or like laugh synced or just make any type of sound. Their mouth flaps. And then I heard this thing click. Where is it? I heard this thing. This thing. My heater knob. I heard it click, and then I heard a car go, huh! And then the other night, I was laying in bed. I woke up in the middle of the night, and this truck engine is going off outside really loud at like 2 in the morning or whatever time it was. And he's just really obnoxiously loud out there with his truck engine. And then like right after he quiets down, I hear that thing click. So he's syncing with it to let me know that he was a synkhead right after I wake up. Which I already gathered that, but they just make that thing click to confirm it. Or was it that, or was it my water heater? I don't remember. It was one of those things. It's either that or my water heater turning on. And then sometimes, like during the day a lot, they'll be like every day pretty much, I mean, they'll be like hitting their lock button sounds out there, but it'll be like multiple cars, like one after the other. Or they'll just hit their lock button 1,000 times. Or car alarm or whatever. But I don't know, man. I just had to like just talk about it again, cause like it's crazy, you know. And there's nobody to talk to except all the other TIs here on YouTube. So what's up, guys? And then another crazy thing is like I'll watch my videos back and I'll just notice more things that I didn't notice when I was recording. You just always have these cars parked on the side of the street doing color patterns with cars parked on the street that has nobody in them. You think they're holograms? But what if I touch them though? They're gonna be a solid object, right? I don't think they're holograms. Oh, and then that video this morning, there's that dog that was standing by the intersection when I walked up to it. And then as I walked by him, he was walking away right as I walked by him, like he was taking a shit or something. And then he walks away right as I walk up to the intersection. And then he's like walking toward me. And then this other dog inside the house behind me barks right at that moment. And that's just another question, like what's going on with the dogs and the cats and the squirrels and the birds, man, and the bugs? What's up with that? Why is it that 90% of the dogs that I hear are synced barking? Not an exaggeration. And it's not my imagination either, because they'll do it over and over and over. Synced. Like I don't just assume something's synced just because it does it once, unless it's like really obvious that it is. If I just hear a dog barking once, I mean, if it's like late at night and I walk up to an intersection and a dog barks right there, then it's obviously a gang stalker dog. But like, you know, like if that happens and then he does it at another place and then at another place and then at another place, and it's like, okay, this is a gang stalker dog. I don't just assume right away necessarily. So I'm not imagining it, and I'm not exaggerating. It is 90% of the dogs that I hear are gang stalker dogs when I hear dogs barking. I'm not just saying this, it is the facts. And it's really weird. Really weird. And then that dog that I said this morning, he was like taking a shit and then he walked away right next to me. There's been a lot of times where I'll see dog walkers and they'll just take a piss right next to me or take a shit right next to me. The dog will start taking a piss synced next to me. And then this other dog walked out of a house by himself one night and did that as I walked by the house. He just like walked out, took a piss, and then went back in the house, synced, out of a house that a one headlight car drove into, synced. How do they do that? Is it microchips? Is it robot dogs? Is it microchipped robot dogs? Is it body snatchers? Am I in a coma and I'm just having a fucked up dream right now? What's happening? And why is it happening? Who has the answers? Who has the answers? You guys ever watched Action Bronson Watches Ancient Aliens? The show's funny. What if you wake up one day and oh yeah, I already read that. This thing is clicking right as I walk by it. Did you hear it click right as I walked by it? It did that. My refrigerator doesn't want to turn on right now. And the Bible tells us of Satan's short season is 365 years long. We're at the last 5 years. Man, I don't know. There goes my refrigerator right now. Right when I sit down. There's my refrigerator. ever did to my refrigerator to make him gang stalk me, but he just does, though. Maybe I slammed the door too hard. My refrigerator's gotta gang stalk me now, and he hates me just because I slammed the door too hard. I don't know. I don't know what I ever did to my refrigerator. But he always gang stalks me multiple times throughout the day. And I've caught it on I've caught the sound on camera a bunch of times. Like, you probably hear it right there. And then it's getting louder right now, and it's probably syncing with me talking about him. And then this thing just clicked, and it was probably syncing. And this truck beeping outside is probably another sync hit. I don't know. Usually is. And then a lot of times, like, I'll just hear noises like that, like a truck beeping or someone coughing, and I'll just, it won't register in my head. Like, I'll just be like, yeah, that was a guy coughing. Like, it would just be background noise, you know? But then it'll hit me after. I'm like, oh, that was a guy coughing. Oh. Haha. Oh, that's what that was. It wasn't a guy coughing. It was a guy coughing to cough deliberately. It wasn't just a guy coughing regular like I do when I cough. Because nobody does that except me. Nobody does that except me, and all T.I. is watching this right now. Everybody else, when they cough, they do it because someone told them to cough. Unless you're not in the room, then maybe they cough unsynced. Or maybe they just sit there like this. Until you walk in the room, and then they start moving. Maybe they're robots and they just do that. They're just like... It seems like it because in here, I don't hear sound unless they're sync sounds. Barely ever. If I'm hearing people making sounds, they're sync sounds through the thin-ass walls of my apartment. It's quiet unless they're making synced sounds. Like, they can probably hear me talking through the walls. They probably can't hear the words that I'm saying, maybe, but they can hear me talking through the walls because they're really thin walls. And I'm talking right now, not because they're over there doing things. I'm talking because I'm talking. Because I just talk when I feel like talking, not when someone tells me to. But when they're talking through the walls, it's synced. Every time. Minus some of the time, maybe. But I'm saying most of the time, it's synced. Like, all the time. Like right now it's quiet, but they're in there, and then when I do something, someone's gonna go. I just can't, you know? I just can't. I just don't know. There's just a lot going on, and there's no answers. Try to get a certain amount of noise to weaken you, yeah. Feel that. Yeah, if I just sit on a bench outside, they just constantly drive loud trucks by me, or like not constant loud trucks, but they constantly drive traffic by me. So like even the quiet cars are making sounds, you know, and it's like if I wasn't sitting there, there wouldn't be a bunch of cars driving by me. It would be a few cars driving by me. If I wasn't a TI, there's just constant cars driving by me to overload my nervous system. Just constant cars and loud cars and sirens and train horns and loud engines outside right now and refrigerators. Just constantly assaulting my nervous system and shining bright lights at night, especially when I'm driving. They love to do that when you're driving. But anyway, who else is in here? What's going on? But you just gotta laugh though. You just gotta look at it and just be like, ha! You just gotta laugh. Because otherwise, the other option is being angry. That's for me anyway. I'm just either laughing or I'm really angry. But even when I'm laughing, I'm really angry. But I'm like Bruce Banner on the end of Avengers. And he's like, I'm not saying like I'm always angry, but like kind of though. Especially when I think about how all the crime is orchestrated and there's just guys online right now talking to children online and meeting up with children and raping them, and the people that orchestrate this just sit there and watch this. But then they send the cops driving by me. The cops drive by me and set off their sirens and do stupid shit. You know, stuff like that just really pisses me off. And then they also have chomos stalking me, and they have chomos stalking me at my last job that I had, which is why I got fired, was because a chomo was stalking me, one that I caught trying to meet and rape a child, was at my job stalking me every night that I worked there. He should be arrested and thrown in jail, but they can't accept my evidence in Nebraska or whatever the fuck. So he should be in jail technically because he got caught doing an illegal thing and an immoral thing, which is trying to rape a child. But instead, he's working with the cops to stalk me at my job, to try to make me lose my job, which they did, which they succeeded because I did a stupid thing. But it was because there was a chomo working with the cops stalking me at my job. There's also children stalking. There's chomos and children working with the cops, stalking. That just kind of pisses me off a little bit. It's just kind of really fucked. There's these truck engines outside. And they probably got their children in the car, or they're a chomo or something. It's just, it's just, just gotta laugh it off. Have you ever noticed how the Los Angeles Police Department's badge has the pedophile triangle spiral on it? Have you ever seen that? It does. And there's other police departments that have that. It's got like the little triangle on the badge. Yup. At night, do you see red, blue, green, pink, purple porch lights? I guess I never really paid attention, but I see all different color porch lights, I think. Yeah. I think so. Why? Does it mean something? I see synced porch lights sometimes. I've noticed that. I've noticed people turning on or off their porch lights synced. I didn't notice what color it was, but neighborhood. What do you mean, neighborhood? What do you mean, bro? close neighborhood. Oh. Pink purple is adrenochrome dealer. Really? I don't know, man. I'm sure there's stuff like that going on. You got all their secret codes and stuff. I do know that pink is a symbol of adrenochrome, though. I know that. So like, I know in movies they use pink to symbolize adrenochrome. Definitely seen that. And the Aerosmith song Pink is about adrenochrome. The music video, I think there's a soccer ball in it or something. Then he has the rabbit ears on. And the lyrics, it's like pink, gets you high as a kite. I forget what the lyrics are. He's like, pink gets me high as a kite. And there's some other weird shit in the lyrics. That, like, and then the music video, it's about adrenochrome. And then the opening scene to Who Framed Roger Rabbit is about adrenochrome. And a lot of things in movies and stuff is about adrenochrome. I've talked about it a bunch of times, but yep. Just go watch that music video if you know if you know the symbolism and stuff. Go watch that music video. I'm pretty sure there's a soccer ball in it. But anyway, probably gonna end the video now. Unless you got anything else to say. Or somebody else got anything else to say. Anybody got anything else to say? The machine outside my apartment had something else to say. He just turned off, synced. We're in an info war and have to be smart about what we're learning and doing. Right on. I might watch this again tonight. Might not, but these movies, I'm doing the one eye, whoops. These movies are about targeted individuals, I think. But yeah, if you're a TI, this thing just click sync. If you're a TI, don't let them get to you. Like, don't react the way that they want you to. Don't entrap yourself in some way. Don't, like, you know. Like, just try to laugh it off. Just try to just just try to do that. But like me though, like especially like right now, because I can't find a job and it's just like really frustrating. There's someone coming in the hallway right now. When I sat down. Right now, this is like really extra frustrating. And they're shooting a frequency in my ear, probably the person walking by in the hall. Right now it's just like really extra frustrating because I can't find a job anywhere. And I'm just like, where am I gonna get my fucking money from? Every day. And there's just people pestering me every day. And fucking doing all this weird shit. And just like laughing at me and shit. And they're fucking weirdos. Next time you're out, try keeping the eye closest to the street and see if the people start really popping out of the stores and get your attention. Try keeping the eye closest to the street closed. What does that mean? Oh, try keeping the eye closest to the street closed and see if the people start really popping out of the stores. Oh, you mean like when you look away from them, they like get in your face? Whenever I'm looking down at the ground and I'm walking around, I'll just be like looking down at the ground. Especially in the wintertime because it's icy, so I've just been like looking down at the ground a lot when I'm outside. And they'll like honk as they drive by me, or they'll like just do stuff to like get in your face, you know, to like get your attention when you're like ignoring them. If that's what you mean, I think that's what you mean. Or they'll just have a bird fly right in front of me, like just like. Just send a bird over really close to me, or a bug in the summertime. There's gonna be bugs doing that, just flying right up in my face. Yup. When it's bug season again, there's gonna be bugs coming up and just flying right up in my face, like right here. Like all the time. At synced moments. So that's something to look forward to. There's gonna be flies in my apartment synced. They just fly around inside my apartment synced, and then I kill it, and then there's another fly the next day, and he's syncing on me. Every time I see them buzzing by my face, they're synced. Yup, there's just gonna be people shooting frequencies in my ears, and bugs synced, and people synced, and animals synced, and lightning and thunder synced, and fireworks synced, and all types of synced things for the rest of my life, I guess. And I don't know why this is happening, or what's wrong with these people, or when it started, or what's going on exactly. I know it's some type of AI machine. I know they're all hooked up to some type of AI machine, and it's the CIA and all the ABCs. But it's also worldwide, though. Or like, there's other countries that it's happening in. So it's not just the American government. It's like an NWO government, shadow government. But they're governing people's minds and making them walk around like robots. That's about all I know.